Presenting the CW Crew.
The wedding industry is booming, and Minneapolis is home to one of the most successful bridal and vendor marketplaces in the country. Today we're meeting up with female entrepreneur Ashley Hawks to get the lowdown on Forever Bride. We're here with Ashley Hawks, the Vice President of Forever Bride. Cheers!
Cheers!
Thanks so much for meeting with us.
Absolutely.
We'd love to hear about what Forever Bride is.
So Forever Bride is actually a wedding community. We have a free wedding planning website. We do a wedding show, but more importantly, it's a community for wedding businesses that are looking to grow.
I know you guys are just leading the way in your industry. How did this get started?
I grew up in a bridal shop. My mom owned a bridal shop here in the Twin Cities for 25 years. So I grew up in the industry, and I've seen a lot of things change over the years, how brides get their information, how businesses can get their names out there. And I really wanted to create a platform where vendors could really get their name out there and tell their story and sell their experience, not just their product. And so that's exactly what we do. We have this beautiful blog where vendors can showcase their work. We bring in local businesses to be on our podcast where we talk about them and how they got started. It's really modern marketing.
You are such a powerful woman and you do so much as an entrepreneur. What have been your biggest challenges being female in business?
I would say balance, actually. I feel like as a female business owner, you're being pulled in a million different directions, and then you throw, family and kids into the mix too. It's definitely a balance of time and making sure that you're putting your time in the right places and you're not just busy, you're actually being productive, because there's a huge difference between those two. I think a lot of young entrepreneurs mistake being busy with being productive.
So besides Forever Bride, what else are you doing in the community? I know you're hosting some events and doing some things to encourage others. Tell us about those.
Yeah, we host networking events every month. And then on top of that, we bring in guest speakers to teach. So every month I bring in a guest speaker to teach on different business topics. Topics like search engine optimization and social media marketing and building client relationships. I mean, everything you could think of is, and these are some of my friends too that I get the ability to bring in to teach. But that's really where my heart is in the network and the education for these businesses.
What advice would you give other females trying to get started? I mean, sometimes that's the hardest thing. You have a dream, you have a vision, you're motivated, but how to get started in whatever that dream is in business?
Do the work. Do the work. I went on a little Instagram rant the other day about how everybody wants the success, and yet nobody wants to go through the pain of the work. The work is work. It's not fun. It's difficult. It hurts. But if you can push through the pain of doing the work and stay focused on the goal, the success is going to be so much more worth it. But do the things that are painful. Get up early, read the books. When everybody else is sitting around watching Netflix, you should be on your computer watching a webinar or reading a really great sales book or digging in deeper to your industry. There is power in knowledge, and there's no excuse for not doing the research and getting into it.
What's your favorite thing about the wedding industry?
Favorite thing about it is there are no rules. There are no rules now when it comes to weddings. Yes, we have traditions, and I love tradition, but I think there's something so special about throwing this party to celebrate your love to this other person that you're crazy about and bringing in all your favorite people into one room. If you think this is the only time in your life where you're gonna have your great grandma and your college best friend in the same room dancing to the same song, it's such a great way just to celebrate all the great things that you have in your life and to celebrate all the relationships that got you to this point. Yeah, the flowers and the cake and all those things, yes, they're fun, and don't get me wrong, I love all of them. But there's just something so special about planning this really fun party.
So where can people find more information about you guys?
The best place to start, I would say, would either be our website, which is foreverbride.com. On Instagram, it's just Forever Bride. But we also have a podcast where you can hear me ramble on about all kinds of things and interview some of my friends and give great wedding planning advice.
Well, thank you so much for
you.
having us. This was so fun, and to be honest, I don't know a ton about the bridal industry, but it sounds like you guys are working very hard, but also having a lot of fun and enabling other people to have fun too.
Thank you so much.
Very important. So cheers to that.
Cheers.
The CW Crew on the CW Twin Cities. DJ Bonix, Alexa Score, and John Foss. Like, follow, subscribe to, and love the CW Crew.